Welcome to the Wired TIS channel. Now, a lot of you are targeting the TIS HRM-LR program. पर क्या आपको कभी-कभी कंफ्यूजन होता है कि HRM प्रोग्राम मेरे लिए सही होगा कि नहीं? क्या HR सिर्फ फीमेल्स के लिए है? क्या HR is related to only just doing rangoli competitions? So, if you want to find out that if you are the perfect fit for the TIS HRM-LR program, then congratulations, you are watching the right video. But please do watch it till the end because I'm going to reveal the entire selection process for this HRM-LR as well. Alright, so what exactly are the functions of an HR? तो एक HR करता क्या है? हमने काफ़ी बार ये क्लीशे सुना है, स्टेटमेंट सुने हैं कि रंगोली कंपटीशन करना, गेम्स करना, ये सब करना, सैलरी मैनेज करना, सिर्फ यही काम होता है. बट नो, these are the top 5 functions of an HR. So one is recruitment and talent acquisition. Globally या nationally बेस्ट टैलेंट को ढूंढ के लाना और उसको ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में ऑन बोर्ड करना, उस जॉब के पोस्टिंग से लेके इंटरव्यू करना, सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस पूरा का पूरा कंडक्ट करना एंड ऑन बोर्डिंग तक पूरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एचआर डिपार्टमेंट की होती है. एम्प्लॉय रिलेशंस मेंटेन करना, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट रेजोल्यूशन, दो डिपार्टमेंट्स के बीच का झगड़ा हुआ या when limited resources are there, then which department gets what, ये सारी चीजें HR डिसाइड करते हैं. एम्प्लॉय इंगेजमेंट करना, पॉलिसी डेवलप करना in the favor of employees and something that is also in the favor of organization. So basically HR is like a bridge between the organization and the employees. Now training and development, upskilling is a very important part of the job. So skill development, performance improvement and career pathing for the employees within the organization, इसकी responsibility भी HR के ऊपर आती है. Now performance management, which includes performance reviews, goal settings, recognitions and rewards, something everyone dreads. HR के साथ review है, HR के साथ review season चल रहा है, ज़्यादा काम करना है, so you will be at that position, the position of an HR. Then obviously comes the salary part, the main part. So compensation and benefits, looking after the salary administration, benefit management, क्या perks मिलने चाहिए, compliance हो रहा है कि नहीं, ये सारी चीजें HR का function होता है. So quite interesting, right? काफी मजा आएगा इसका काम करके. If you think so, then you are on the right path. Now, do you possess these skills? So अगर HR बनना है तो ये कुछ skills है which you should possess, and if you don't possess, it's a good time to start working on these and developing these skills. Number one obviously is communication, because you need to be the bridge between the management and the employees. So you need to articulate your thoughts, their thoughts, represent each of the parties very, very carefully. At the same time, communicate your own opinions in a very smart manner. So your communication has to be on point. Empathy. So you have to step into the shoes of the managerial position people, and you have to see कि हाँ इनके point of view से क्या लगता है. At the same time, employees के shoes में भी step in करके आपको सोचना पड़ेगा कि इनके point of view से क्या है. So empathy is again very important. Then we have problem solving. So कोई भी आपके पास grievance लेकर आता है, कोई problem लेकर आता है, तो वो problem solving आपको करना होगा. You have to see that you are working on it and you have those skills, to easily understand the problem and resolve it. Negotiation. So compensation is a very important part of any job. So आपको ये देखना है कि आप best possible deal क्या लाते हो organization के लिए in the form of salary negotiation, or if it is good talent, then how can you negotiate with the organization. Organizational skills, someone who can manage multiple people and multiple tasks at the same time. Adaptability, can you adapt to changes, working with new people, working in different workplaces, departments. So that is something that you need to possess. Ethical judgment, so what is right ethically, सिर्फ फायदा नहीं but ethically भी you have to be an aware individual. Technology proficiency, so technologically you have to be very sound, because अब HR manually नहीं चलता है, काफ़ी सारे सॉफ्टवेयर्स होते हैं, काफ़ी सारे टूल्स होते हैं जो कि सारे HR प्रोसेस को स्ट्रीमलाइन करने में हेल्प करता है. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू ऑल्सो डेवलप और हैव द नैक टू डेवलप टेक्नोलॉजिकल प्रोफिशिएंसी. So if you have even 4 or 5 of these skills, it's a very good time to start working and developing on the other skills. Now, what is the educational background and experience that you require? A person from any field can choose MBA in HR. So I'm busting a myth over here, that is कि HR field से होना पड़ता है. So India में graduation in HR is not a very common stream, which is why they are ready to accept any person coming from any background. Most of the institutes, including TIS, does not require prior work experience. So this is a question I get asked quite often कि क्या मुझे फ्रेशर हूँ तो क्या मेरा टिस में हो जाएगा. तो टिस आपको एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म भरने से तो मना नहीं करता अगर आप फ्रेशर हो. सो आपने ये क्यों अपने आप को लिमिट किया हुआ है. सो डोंट थिंक दैट वर्क एक्सपीरियंस इज कंपल्सरी इन ऑर्डर टू इवन अप्लाई फॉर टिस. Any internship or work experience in the particular field is preferable and would be advantageous. हाँ, but अगर आपने काम किया हुआ है HR field में या internship कर सकते हो, then it would be of great help. Then preference is obviously given. Certification or diploma from relevant field would enhance the profile and make selection more probable. I would not, differ from this because it is 100% true. So if you are someone who is not from a relevant background, जैसे HR background से नहीं हो, तो certifications and online courses बहुत available है. Start studying about it. Start studying the curriculum. Start doing some research on the institute so that when you go and meet the interviewers, you don't come across as someone who's completely unaware about the HR domain per se. Now, what is the selection process for TIS MA in HRM? So obviously you need to first appear for the CUET PG examination and the paper code is COQP 12. Apart from that, once you clear the cutoff, the DAF khulta hai. Now what is the DAF? DAF is the detailed application form. So they ask you to write a bio sketch. They ask you why do you want to choose TIS? Why do you want to study that particular course? So it primarily consists of this along with the marks of whatever you scored over the years, your work experience, your salary, all of that. We have a detailed video on DAF on our YouTube channel as well, so you can tune into that. GD, so topic or case based group discussion, but online hota hai ye. So it's a very interesting part. This has been introduced very recently, which is called an online GD, and it is only for the HRM students for the TIS MA and HRM program. So you need to appear for this, but none of these are qualifying. इसका मतलब अगर डैफ अच्छा नहीं हो तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आप जीडी में नहीं जाओगे. यू विल बी गोइंग बट इसका स्कोर इवेलुएट होगा, फिर इसका स्कोर इवेलुएट होगा. फिर आता है पीआई या पर्सनल इंटरव्यू. इसमें यू आर कमिंग फेस टू फेस विद द इंटरव्यूअर्स फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. टेक्निकल क्वेश्चंस जैसे कि academics related, work experience related question, generic question about yourself, about your hobbies, about why you want to study something, how long are you going to work, all of these, and situation based questions are asked during the personal interview. So situation based, if you are the HR of a company, you need to fire 2 people and this is the information that you have about 5 people, who would you probably fire? So these kind of situational questions, academic questions, domain related questions, academics related questions, past academics related questions might be a part of your personal interview. So I hope you got a good understanding and now you are very sure that you are the perfect fit for TIS HRM course. Now join the TIS One Attempt Challenge in order to get access to our live classes, mock strategies, free resources by just commenting TISS in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All the best.